Hello everyone and welcome to IT 490 Capstone Midterm presentation for Eve's Appetite for Cure PenPulse platform. We are the front-end developers and our team members include myself Shaija, Sophia, Sagan, Miguel and Garima. Today we will be presenting the project that we have taken on. I will be covering research and design of the project. Sophia will go through project management and timeline of the project. Miguel will handle design of our proposed solution, and Garima and Sigyn will be going through demo of the project in what we have accomplished so far. And so we will start with the problem that are given to us by the sponsor. There is currently no application that is out that facilitates the ability for people who are facing the same cancer types or caregivers who are watching someone go through the experience to reach out and connect with one another. There can be so many benefits, both research and for comfort, to be able to connect these people with each other and bring them together. Next. The scope summarizes the proposed solution from the problem, and the goal of the project is to provide shared platform where cancer patients, family caregivers, medical professionals, and survivors can communicate, share, and benefit their collective experiences. And the data collected through this application will provide crucial information for cancer research. In the interest of time, our team has focused on stomach cancer. So this will be a application default. However, in the future, application will be able to handle all type of cancer, and user will be able to match up the application with those who are facing similar cancer types or medical professionals who specialize in their cancer type. The technology for our application include React Native, MySQL, GitHub, PHP, and AWS. Next. The stakeholder of this application primarily include users who are cancer fighters, medical professionals, caregivers, cancer survivalists, and secondary stakeholders would be Cancer Research Association, hospitals where the patients are residing. And now I will hand it over to Sophia.
Sophia speaking. Our team immediately began looking at the different components of the project in terms of our ability to accomplish each one. Sprint Zero was full of the researching and development, and wireframes were important in this phase as we wanted to hit the ground running as soon as Sprint One started. As we broke everything down, an important thing that we wanted to consider was not promising too much. We also gave ourselves enough time before the midterm and final to work on pending items and issues. We created the risk analysis before the beginning of the project to outline what problems might arise and how to mitigate them. The first two are basic risks that come with any project. People wouldn't be available and milestones wouldn't be met. Our next risk was not understanding the technologies, as there was a steep learning curve that came with React Native and mobile application development. We also have the risk of a global pandemic shutting the world down for a few months. In this instance, resources to get the project done would be limited. Cancer is a sensitive topic with sensitive information, so our team needed to understand HIPAA and privacy laws extensively to make sure that we would be compliant with laws and keep user information secure. Miguel will be talking about both of those next. And here are just some wireframes that were approved by our sponsor during Sprint Zero, including the home page, the login, main page or timeline, and the profile page. Now I'll hand it over to Miguel.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel. I will be explaining the proposed solution for our design. The first part that comes is security. So when it comes to password hashing and terms and conditions, that is only the basics when it comes to caregivers, cancer fighters, and cancer survivalists. These three always want their information secure based on password hashing, which is just an encodement of code and bytecode. And then when it comes to medical professionals, it gets a little more complicated. It has to be HIPAA compliant, which we then redirect to a third-party verification in which they approve their medical ID, and only then is the medical professional approved by our login and sign-up system. Next. This is our system architecture. It's basically our database framework. Each user will have an ID that is auto incrementing. So every time someone signs up, the ID goes up. That user is connected to the whole database. As you can see, that is the primary and the middle factor of everything. This connects each user to a comment, post, anything that has to do with public or private forums. They're secured information based on SQL database. Continue. So this is our UML sequence. For our UML sequence, I'll be going through the basic functions since there is so much. A caregiver, a fighter, or a survivor has the basic features of each user. They go to their homepage, select which type they are, go through a successful sign up, and then it's verified through a login. This then, the user gets redirected to the main page, which will display the public forum, notifications, and connections. The user can then go into their profile where they can show their added friends that they can private message at that point. The information in the profile can also be edited through their profile settings. Only difference is that medical professionals, again, their third-party information and verification during the sign-up sequence. Everything else is the same. And now I'll be handing it off to Garima.
Hi everyone, this is Garima speaking. The homepage is the gateway into the application where the user can create their account based on the category that they fall under. Suppose user is a fighter. It comes to a page where user has option to sign up or sign in. Let's sign up first. It's a sequential sign up intended to be as calming and non-overwhelming as possible. The sign up process is sped up for the purpose of time. User enter details like name, nickname, birth year, cancer type, email, password, and submit. If the sign up is successful, it will come to a sign in page. The user could then log in 3 ways using email password, Facebook sign in, or Google sign in. Let's sign in with email and password. User is brought to the main page or timeline. This is where most everything is happening, including the connections aspect of the project. In header section, user has option to post message, which will be later used for public forum. This is a work in progress. In next section, user has option to choose different actors from menu user wants to connect to. Let's select survivor. This is where user gets matched up with other users based on their own profile. Connections are swipeable here. They are matched based on similar or correlated data. Clicking on invite sends the friend request to other user. The user and connections can only speak once they become friends. This is the app's navigation to navigate between different pages in the application. I'll hand it over to Sagan to talk about other features of the application.
Hi, my name is Sagan, and I would like to talk about the profile page and friend request profile page. So here we can see we can sign in as a Tom and see his main page. Once we sign in as a Tom, we can see that he has a one friend notification request. We hit that button and see that Emily is requesting the friend request. We accept her, and now Emily becomes friends with Tom. So here we have a profile page where Tom can edit his all his information. For example, we can edit his street address and hit the submit button, and everything is updated, as you can see. So from here we can see his friends and contact them directly. So Shalja is gonna do the conclusion.
Our future milestone includes catalog page, turning the private forum from static to dynamic, creating our public forum, and finally connecting the front end with the back end team. The other team is Penpal sentiment analysis, and they are working on the data analysis portion of the data of the project. And these are our images sources. Thank you for your time.